Welcome everyone, Christine here with the Old World mod for Total War Warhammer 3. We are going to be playing as Eltharion, and if you're wondering how I can play as Eltharion in the Old World mod when he's not there by default, enter the mod configuration tool. So Chaos Robbie, the mod maker of the Old World, has said you can use this to make certain changes, and yeah, there's pretty useful starts. Maybe I should just disable AI Recklins starting with the entire province. It's probably going to be useful for Eltharion in this campaign. So that's one of the things that will be particularly useful. So I'm going to disable that. Carl Franz is going to have to work for it with Old World, because he starts with a bunch of territory that makes Eltharion's campaign in particular a bit weird. Besides, Carl Franz will be pretty fine, I think, in this respect. So what I'm looking for here is like Elf Town. It's the only one I can personally use. Like I can play as Scrag, I can play or Goldtooth. Scrag is in by default, but I could put Greases if I wanted to. I could put any of the Vampire Counts, Vampire Coast if I wanted to. I could put any of the Kafan factions, or I could put in Zaytan if I wanted to, in Uskolak, or even at Khalida. So this is a way for doing it. So if you want to play Alariel as the Ever Queen, yeah, you can do so. I am going to play Eltharion. It will actually be the closest he's actually been on a map of this scale to Grom, because that is my intent. So let's go for it. Though I am going to look at the settings. Do I want to change anything? Maybe. Do I want to go with an endgame crisis? Let's say no. Or maybe I do. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You know, I think for now I am just going to play without the endgame scenario, like an Old World. Maybe later after a couple of campaigns. I've been focusing on so many things that I haven't actually played as much of the Old World as I wanted to. Though thankfully Chaos Robbie has made some changes in the way he's uploading things. So whenever he makes a new version of the mod that breaks the old save, so like my Clan Mulder campaign would no longer be playable. Sorry, I'm just losing my voice over there a bit. Whenever he's going to make a change like that, he's going to add a previous version in its own mod. So what he's done here in this version, he's added this particular area of the Darklands. And it does look like he's looking to add the entirety of the Darklands over here, which means Emmerich, potentially. Now, really, I would love to replace Teclis. Teclis is the most worthless of the Legendary Lords of the High Elves. The least interesting in a lot of ways. But anyway, let's go play Eltharion. Though, maybe I do want to customize a couple of things. So, what can I change over here? A Grand Army, okay. Prestige, enable, okay. What else can I go for? Recruit, defeat the Legendary Lords. Alright, so no, I'm gonna keep that by default. That's fine. Auto-vow complete, okay. Yeah, let's just go with this. Let's do it! Alright, so welcome to the Old World. Let me just toggle Flag of War and just talk about a couple of things over here. So, one of my campaign objectives as Eltharion is to defeat Scarbrand for short campaign victory condition. And that is probably not going to happen anytime soon. Now, I'm using a mod that removes the climate penalty, so I could theoretically sail over there, but I've got other concerns as well here. I am going to want to beat up the secessionist. Like, the reason I chose to not give Carl Franz all of this territory is because I want one particular settlement that is under their control, and I want to gain it as quickly as possible. Now, one of the things I am going to do over here, so That's something to take into consideration. With like victory conditions, territory, that's like, yeah. And then long campaign victory conditions, Ikikla and Clan Moors. I wish like, kind of wish I could change like the victory condition so that Grom is a short campaign victory condition as opposed to Scarbrand, because all the minor greenskin factions are going to obviously be wiped out pretty quickly. And the high elf victory condition is actually quite very damn powerful. Regardless, I am going to move Eltharion here. I do start with Elf Town. I'm just going to get some archers over here, regular archers with light armor, move Cavill, so Batman and Superman, and get rid of the Royal Garrison because, well, I just simply don't need it. And start getting military advancements. I could wait an extra turn, but I'm concerned about Karl Franz beating me to the punch. So maybe I just pick this up, right, for growth and for growth over there. Is Marienburg at war with anyone? No. I'm also using an AI mod, so it will be interesting to see how things play out. Okay, enough talking. The UI for Eltharion is kind of weird right now, a bit here. Like, yeah, I feel Teclis should start in Elf Town. That would make a heck of a lot more sense, given, you know, Teclis' perspective. And, yeah, Eltharion should start in the middle of the Battlelands. That's one of the changes I do. Though I'm guessing that Cast Robbie did want to account for people that didn't have the DLC, but it would be nice to be able to switch Teclis and Eltharion around. You know, give Teclis Elf Town, because it makes sense. And just put Eltharion instead in Battlelands. That's my perspective. Would make a lot of sense. Though, to be fair, it would make achieving that campaign victory condition difficult.
Vengeance calls me.
Alright, so that's all my movement points. Let me recruit another lord and start getting a noble. So, over here I am going to use the mighty power of the load save character system.
Prince Eltharion.
And we are also going to look at Karl Franz and declare war on the secessionists, though maybe not right now.
All right.
Okay, Midland, let's get a non-aggression pact, though I'm not going to declare war on Kazrek for you. You know, the Empire, I think, is in a much better geographic way. The Empire still sucks to play, by the way. Make no mistake on that particular subject. Okay, so I got my commandment, I'm getting my buildings, let's do it.
Let mist dim this infernal heat.
And over here, I'll take the settlement from the Greenskins and transfer it over to Marienburg. That should give me at least a trade agreement, maybe a defensive alliance. It depends on if I'm willing to sell it with a barracks in it. Though the question there is if Marienburg already has a barracks. I imagine they do, right, in the city. Like, one of the things I do like about the Old World is not just that it's a big map. One of the things Chaos Robbie did quite well is that he gave, like, everyone, like... He gave everyone, like, a starting barracks that just makes sense. So, like, Bretonnians, for instance, actually start with their cavalry building as opposed to their... okay. I could raise it. Well, let's just go with this. I could get some regular archers. He can reach that. So let's do it right there. Once I get my noble, I will move on. For Eltharion, we're gonna get more archers.
I will listen, but my time is short.
All right.
What? All right. Yeah.
And we're gonna get Room Archer as well. And for Cavill, training for the moment. There has been a change with training, so he's increasing unit experience gain by 10%. And there is a greenskin force right there, so we are going to go for that.
Dispatch me.
Good. My goal is to take control over this entire province in particular. I'm going to start moving my army out of Elftown next turn. It won't be a full stack, though I can build it up later on. And I don't mind building archers. I am using the Warband upgrade mod. Yes, it is that kind of mod. You're gonna use mods for a mod. That's simple. Like, Old World is pointless. Well, it's not pointless. Let me be clear. It's not pointless on its own, but it's But from my perspective, it might as well be pointless if you're not using mods that also improve the game in other ways. It's a map mod, so it's gonna need. And there's other issues than just a map in Warhammer Frame. That's where I stand on that. So, Eltharion, could I position you here? I mean, he's almost full HP, so might as well, right?
Greetings on behalf of
So
the
let's
Empire.
give them
What brings
that.
you here with us? I will.
Trade
Yes,
with
under
Marienburg.
Sigma's will.
The nation call.
Okay, Black Pit Tribe. I'm not interested in holding Elftown, by the way. That's where I stand on that. So a noble, another power, frugal is going to be pretty damn good. So 6. It would be a full stack, so let's just start moving over there. Although, yeah, let's just do it. So now we've got our noble. We're going to get rid of him, because we're not going to get any more. Until we start getting to tier 3. So let's go for that. Okay, as long as the secessionists... And also having 2 armies, by the way, is important because it allows one army... Like, Isleheart is the capital here, by the way, but their barracks is here. I'll actually probably just take the settlement directly. Though, is it... What? You know, it's kind of annoying because it's like they have a tier 2 barracks. Okay, whatever. Huh. Maybe I should just sack it and then take it because, well, they're going to have... I'm not going to get that barracks. It's a port, so... I do hate port settlements. Like, I feel like port settlements, there's only so few factions that actually make any kind of use out of ports right now in Warhammer 3. Like, ports would be important because if you had the direct link between the capital and the port. But nowadays, in the context of Warhammer 3, it's just, like, meaningless to have ports unless you're Norsca or the Vampire Coast. Not exactly races dripping glory, let's put it like that. Okay, so they withdrew.
No glory.
What's the state of affairs?
They cannot live.
So if I let him go, he will build up, so I would rather take this element
Cowardice will not be tolerated.
first.
Execute the fiend.
Okay, let's march this army.
Give the word.
That way I will be able to get all of these units, and that's going to be a full stack for Mr. Eltharion, pretty much. What do I want here? Trade advancements would be nice, but really they're not the priority right now. Besides, I can always just get rid of the barracks. In fact, I think I will. Like, it's not worth it. There's more use I can get from this place economically speaking than anything else, so... They're just gonna do that. Okay. Alright, so some boys, some Doom Divers. Okay. Now, one of my concerns here will be to try and capture this guy alive so that I can interrogate him gently. I won't do any lasting damage.
It will be done without fail.
I do, however, want the Wa ability from him. So this is going to be a bit of a problem. If I position it there, I'm going to take damage. Yeah, it's probably best if I just bite the bullet here and just position everyone here. Eltharion and Caval on this side, archers. Oh, yep, let's go. And try and take down the tower. It is gonna be annoying with the extra tower, the extra HP that gates and towers do have, but what are you gonna do, right? CA decided to be stupid. Let's just do it. So yeah, I'm going to take some damage here, but thankfully there's not really much resistance that I'm going to be dealing with here, so I'll just tackle it. Sieges would just be wonderful if they removed the pocket ladders. It's like, said every crap player ever. Like, I'm genuinely irritated by that aspect when I see like YouTubers with decent audiences repeat that shit. Like, either lets me believe that they have no idea what they're talking about, or worse, they do. Actually, I'm not sure what's worse. Either they don't know what they're talking about, or they don't care, and they're just spouting the bullshit that's coming on Reddit. Yep, I know that it's probably not a wise idea as a content creator to piss off the Reddit fan base, but I'm just like, I'm not the kind of person who allows imbecility to just like be spread. Like, I really hate that crap. Fake news, all that. You know, it's funny, people complain. Like, why are there so many content creators that are full of it, right? Why are there so many content creators that spread bullshit or have no firm opinions on any subject and they have large audiences? Well, because they get rewarded for it. It's not even like, oh, you get these advertising revenue, you have extra advertising revenue, or you have affiliate links, or that. Like, that's such a laughable notion, honestly. Like, to understand, in order to make any kind of money from like affiliate links or anything like that, you actually need to be a pretty big YouTuber. Like someone like Legend of Total War, yeah, he's making money for it. I don't think anyone can accuse Legend of being a sellout. and if anyone does, I think they're full of it, really. No, I know there are some people who do have that particular opinion, but let me just say that they're full of incorrect perspectives. But affiliate link wise, like, I personally don't bother with affiliate links because I just don't think that they're worth the hassle, like financially speaking. Because the amount of money you would earn as a content creator, like, okay, maybe you don't need to be the size of Legend of Total War, but you need to be at least, I don't know, fifth of the size of Legend to actually earn any kind of decent money from that, I think. And that's kind of part of it, right? Like, okay, my faith bearers are taking some damage there. Okay, let's heal up there. Where is their general? Like, I'm trying to figure out where the fuck he is, because I want to capture him for obvious reasons. Did I just kill him and I didn't realize? No, I don't think I have. Like, I got trolls over there. No, he's probably still kicking. Where in the F is he? There he is. What was that? Alright, so we got him.
Claim vengeance!
It will be done.
Loyal. For the king!
Alright, get those archers to shoot there. Get those archers to shoot there.
Ever onwards! Earth favors you!
Order!
Python seal Cadate!
Enemy approaching! As you say, ancestors!
Now I only have... Like, it's kind of annoying to try and capture one.
Men, prepare yourselves! Defending order! Seal!
Especially when I might win the battle with their entire army routing. So it's easier in field battles to some extent.
Spearmen!
It's easier if you auto-resolve.
Acknowledge!
As you say. Death to all!
Alright, let's send that prince there.
Warden of Outwalk. I go. I must. Guided by waystones. Eltharion. As Surian sends me, I am called upon. For my father's honor.
Spearmen!
I follow my vow.
Did I enable auto-resolve quest battles? Well, not auto-resolve, just auto.
We will obey! For off-one! Glittering host!
Eltharion serves. Show no fear.
Spearmen! Kill them!
Shit. Well, so much for that notion. Still am struggling to understand. Oh, it's the Doom Divers, yeah. Like how they literally run across the entire fucking map just to avoid you. Oh, sieges are so great right now, guys. They're wonderful experiences. Yeah, more like crap experience of the highest fucking degree. I'll have another chance with an orc leader, because obviously they're gonna recruit another army, and it will be in a minor settlement, so at least it won't be this garbage. And yeah, I do consider this experience garbage. There's nothing fun or entertaining or exciting in this. Okay, maybe I should just install a mod that removes sieges altogether. Yeah, I'm gonna occupy it. The reason I'm occupying it is I want that small bit of casualty replenishment, because yes, I did take quite a few losses over there. Gonna get Inspiring Presence and Bowmaster. Yeah, unfortunately I did not capture that guy. Then I get to decide whether or not I think it's worth it to... Maybe I should get some of those archers. Alright, so Root Master. Alright, so I'm going to repair this.
Your orders are reasonable.
And maybe try next turn. Though it depends on what Karl Franz is doing, because I'm concerned he'll just make a beeline for this particular settlement, which would not be in my interest. Suffice to say. Okay, so he's gonna move over here, and he can move and force march next turn. Yeah, he's not gonna reach it. Problems. Problems, problems. I'm just kind of hoping Karl Franz has gone down a different path. I mean, obviously, if he had started, though, to be honest, I don't necessarily believe that Karl Franz starting with the entirety of Reichland in Warhammer 3 is actually necessarily that big of a benefit. Because the reason it got changed in Warhammer 2, though that was in the context of Warhammer 2, of course. The reason it got changed in Warhammer 2 is because in Warhammer 2, he was just getting wiped out, right? Let's see where Karl Franz is taking us on, because dependent on that, I might make different decisions. Yep.
Show no weakness. The Warden of Tor Ivres.
The Celestial.
That's not great.
Yes? Lord.
That is not fucking great.
My solemn duty.
Prince of Elthwan.
March for Lily.
What are you gonna do, right?
Direct me.
Heed Elthwan's call.
I will share my experience.
Garrisoning. What news?
My life for Tor Ivres. After I have inspected the troops.
He will take it, probably. I'm trying, right?
I am
gotta
Prince
try.
and Emperor. Prince Eltharion.
Or maybe I should just defeat Karl Franz. I don't know.
Heat can be no distraction.
But the reason I say it's not, yep, he did exactly what I expected him to do. Okay. What to do now? Obviously, I can sell the province that I have, or eventually go to war with Karl Franz, which I don't necessarily want to do. I can hold. The problem isn't gonna be controlled, right? So it's like the commandments, losing those as the high elves is not necessarily the end of it, but it's certainly not beneficial to not have a commandment. Certainly not great. Yeah, I had to try.
Pal the Green. Stand ready. Acceptable.
Well, I could,
Hesitation is unacceptable.
I can do it.
Your decree.
No glory.
It's not a problem.
Only service.
The Asser need me. For the king.
Okay.
The Warden.
The Asser follow strength. Attack!
Alright, try again. Alright, let's go do it.
Spearman. Archer. Noble. Spearman.
Orders received. March. Very well.
Where is he? Hell, where is Eltharion when you need him? There he is.
For the king! Death! Enemy fire!
There we go. Captured. Yeah, it's easier in a field battle than a siege. Just because of the nature of sieges. Another reason to hate those fucking battles. Will you break? Maybe I have the stats modifier enabled. I'm gonna disable those if that's the case. I don't play... Like, the problem with the stats modifier is that it's like, it just makes the enemy army completely unbreakable. And that's one of the things I do hate. Well, now that we're done with that...
It is ours now.
Destruction abounds.
Prince Eltharion.
Defender of the Everqueen.
Atheltamara shall shine once more.
So I do want to interrogate them for a minor while. And I can either kill him for 500 experience for Eltharion and free warden supply, or line aside for influence 5%. Let's go with killing him. It won't be a problem.
Haunted by fate.
Friends of the Empire. Look. Honor before glory. Yeah. Valiant. Fine.
Alright.
All set.
Eltharion isn't the most likable person, I guess.
Defender of the Everqueen.
Alright, let's get Bowmaster. Good. And start marching on Eltharion. Force marching on Eltharion. Because we got Helmguard. Siege waits. How much would Carl want for Castle Grunsberg? He'll want a lot. How much would he give me for Eilhart? Not enough. So I'll take Helmguard for myself. I don't want to spark a rebellion deliberately, in case you haven't figured it out. Just gonna say that.
I will hear you. I promise no more than that.
Sure. So, I'm pretty secure right in the middle of the Empire. Karl Franz is like, can I have Reichland back? Because this is Reichland. He's like, nah. You're not getting it. More or less. The Greenskins will recruit more troops over there. They're going to be a nuisance as a result of that. That's fine.
The Warden of Tor Ivres. Stand ready.
Guardian. Onward.
Never falter.
What news?
Don't mess with me! What's your mess?
Protect. So?
It is time.
The Empire.
Do you know who I am?
I swear, if the dwarves take Helmguard, it's gonna turn from Purge the Green to Purge the Dowie. I'm not even joking. Thankfully, they're probably not gonna be able to do that, but you never know, right? I may lack armor-piercing capability, but make no mistake, I will purge the dwarves of Crix over here if they can get any freaking ideas. Who controls Montfort? Well, Montfort controls Montfort. I'm sure Crix will appreciate. Like, I'm gonna need to go for Bretonnian lands, and I'm certainly not leaving my lands undefended. Do I want to annihilate him?
What?
Now, the benefit for Carl starting with the entire province is kind of reduced in Warhammer 3, like AI Carl, because he's not getting all the experience and all that. Sure, if you're playing Carl, you're wasting turns, but I'm not sure going directly after Festus with just an army of archers with rank 1 is the best idea. You did not just do that to me, dwarf. You did not just do that to me. Tell you what.
Tradition is maintained.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Obey the vow.
I am going to send Eltharion in this area.
Show no weakness. Do not tempt.
Move this army to reinforce them. Or maybe that. You know what? Let the Dowie just wipe themselves, get annihilated over here, withdraw Eltharion, and send the other army. Let's do it. Okay. Let them fight. Seriously. I'm not even joking on this. Let them frickin' fight. What's the range on those? Well, we're gonna find out. So let's see if the AI can overcome this. This is a pretty strong army, so it might just be possible. You never know. For the dwarves to win. At the same time, there's an entire garrison of Helmguard, so you never know what is going to happen here. Basically, let's see who wins the Darwin Award over here. I would love to put my money on the Greenskins, but at the same time, Greenskin AI and Bells. Wait, what are they doing? Wow, I can't believe I'm watching this. I think I'm tempted to just like... Kind of wish I had some spells right here. Okay. Alright, so... And those towers ain't no joke, I'm gonna tell you that much. I am kind of wondering what the AI is doing here with its reserve force. You never know. They might win, they might lose. But you know what? I'm fine if they win. If they lose half the numbers, I'm gonna wipe them out myself. I'll show them who's really in for the war of vengeance over here. I mean, I know Helmguard is not important, right? If I'm not going to keep control of the province, it does affect my growth if I control it or not, so it does affect that settlement. But hey, let's see who prevails. Now, the dwarves are probably going to lose with their initial assault. Though, don't underestimate the fact that the greenskins have no lord than the dwarves do. On the other hand, don't underestimate the stupidity of the battle AI in these kind of sieges. Because it's not especially great, I gotta say. Okay, let's get Eltharion here. I was just like moving him close enough to, you know, observe. I could move him here, actually. No, let's just get him out. Yeah, the dwarves seem like they're going to either lose half their army or lose the battle. Did I not disable defensive supplies? Alright, so the AI dwarfs there are beaten, more or less. They're done. That just leaves their lord and the handful of units he's got there. Let's move closer. Victory's in our grasp. I'll believe it when I see it. Maybe I should break down the gate. Like, let the dwarves really kill themselves trying to take this. That's not even a joke. I might have to do it just to give them a chance for these guys to be killed. Was that a wise idea? Like, obviously, what I really want in this situation is, like, the dwarves wiped out, the greenskins weakened significantly, so I can just swoop in and take it for myself. I do have that second army. And Eltharion does still have plenty of movement range, I think. Let's get some healing done. They're doing quite well. The dwarves, that is, despite the fact that they're literally outnumbered behind enemy walls. Like, this is not how you approach a siege, I'm gonna tell you that much. Oh, shit. I don't want to fight you. Get back. I'm interested in destroying... What are you guys doing? It's like suicide... Ugh. People wonder why I have issues with the barricades. That's why. Imagine that behavior with the barricade. It was especially bad when it could be rebuilt, but yeah. What's going on? Come on. Let me destroy that gate. $3,500, $3,200. Alright, pull back. Are they just gonna literally let their army die inside the walls without doing a damn thing? Seems like it. They might have actually won. Like, if they hadn't split their army like that. Like, much of the Greenskin force is actually completely obliterated. That Dwarven Lord is fighting tooth and nail. Holy shit. Is he not? Oh, well, his Ironbreakers are also, of course, fighting tooth and nail. Let's see what he does. I mean, it's obviously going to be a loss, right? And there's 3 units, 4, 5. Melee of infantry, but I can defeat this. I'm a bit concerned if the dwarves do bring their secondary army, but their secondary army is probably just going to be dwarf warriors, miners, and all that. So this army right here being destroyed is actually a really big deal. And my inevitable vengeance. Assuming vengeance is on the menu, it feels like Orc is going to be on the menu right now. Hey, what the hell? Look at those dwarves go. They're not letting up at all. They might be dying in the hundreds, but geez, they're going to fight until the fucking end. And they're going to take down the orcs with them. You know, I would never doubt the dwarves, like, just fighting until such a degree that they might die, all die, but they're going to bring everyone they're fighting down with them. That's the reason why their little war against the elves was so bloody destructive. Because it ended up in this situation where both the elves and dwarves were just like more or less waging a war of genocide against each other. There's a reason the War of the Beard is considered the most destructive war in the Warhammer universe until the end times. Alright, he's gone. No, you ain't gonna move? Nothing? Okay. Well, gents, we're done. Hey, he's still alive. Okay, just him left. Oh, jeez. You know, I wonder if I had not engaged in this manual battle, and if I had declined to attack, would the dwarves have prevailed in this fort or not in the auto-resolve? It's a good question. Manual results do speak for themselves, right? Like, basically, yeah, what's that? Noblar Trappers versus the Dwarf Lord, who's completely exhausted and low HP. Who will win? Tail does, yeah, by the looks of it. So that leaves the Dwarf army down to these units. The artillery is going to be a bit of an issue to deal with, if it even ends up being a battle. Like, me leaving the battlefield might force the dwarves to withdraw, which means I can bring my second army over here and just, yeah, auto-resolve my way for this. If there's a lesson in Warhammer, do not stand between Eltharion and his vengeance. You think Leafanar has a vengeance boner? Yeah, I've not seen anything. Alright, he's almost dead, but not quite. There we go. Okay. Alright, so he's still alive.
Failed.
Protector of Eltharion.
Prince Eltharion.
What news? The Asser.
And there we go. The result I wanted.
Prince
Genuinely the result I actually wanted.
Failure is unthinkable. Coin is all there.
Your bidding. To war! It is ours now.
That should spark the rebellion I want.
No glory. Only sons. Eltharion.
How many spearmen do I have?
Guardian.
Alright,
For the fold.
I'm going to get more archers. War is a costly business.
For Tor Ivris.
Speak.
Honor to your ancestor.
The
Valiant Lord.
I wish there was a direct land link here. Well, there is for here, but I'm not going there. Carl Franz can deal with that. I might even give him Helmguard,
Friends
actually.
of the Empire, come.
But not now. I might give him this entire province, actually, but just not right now. So,
Let your words be true, and your time.
how about this? You started the war, you go fight it. I'm not interested in dealing with greenskins to the north. There's one big fat target I have in my sights, and I'm not going to stop until he is finished.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown. Going forth.
The Warden of Tor Ivres. They cannot live.
Primed for action.
We must avenge the fall. They will fund Eltharian's defense.
I'm ready.
Never falter. No rest, no weakness.
Prince of Eltharion. Traveling.
Duty is purpose. It is but one duty. Haunted by fate.
Alright, so Montfort is my next target. Unless the freaking dwarves decide. Like, I swear, if the dwarves do decide to annoy me there as well.
Before the rightful lords of the realm. All right. Do you know
That's
who-
kind of bugged.
By the comet. Friends of the Empire, come.
Armor,
What?
Lord of Bretonia.
So much for vision. People have noted that this is a bug right now. Okay, I don't need growth there. So let's get income from trade tariffs. Eventually I will get this to tier 3.
adequate performance.
I do still have too many. Alright, that will do. So we go for Montfort. Vengeance can wait. Now, mind you, I'm not seeking to conquer Britannia. I could. Their armies, like, genuinely, the High Elves can hard counter Britannia. Except their trebuchets, that's kind of one of the problems with their cavalry. I have spearmen as my basic infantry, and good spearmen at that. Until they start getting to, like, things like questing knights and then grail knights, there's shit Britannia can do against the elves. It's fine, because you never have a reason to fight against the elves in a Bretonnian campaign, or vice versa, but... or very few reasons, anyway.
Prince Eltharion. Assume standard formation.
Impossible.
We'll see about the impossibility.
Folly. Leave none alive. Cowardice will not be tolerated.
Okay.
Dispatch me. Your will is done.
I will not blight.
There are some knights of the realm, but it won't matter.
Avenge Tor Ivress.
Sure.
Tor Ivress demands our sacrifice. Waste and maintenance is expensive.
Look, I would love to have captured someone there, but I'm not gonna fight that bloody siege manually.
Protector of the realm. Valiant look. Do you know who I am?
This action doesn't.
Big as an
Hello, Grom. Nice seeing you.
Oh, what?
The lady grants you safe passage in these lands. I will. Valiant lord.
Okay, what do I want here? Let's get hard to hit. Hard to hit. Speed of Assyrian, actually. I know I should increase their melee combat capability to deal with other things, but... do I want to... I don't need to repair that, so I can save up some money there. I should be able to get the trade agreement. I do want to get this special skill line. It is important. I know that Mistwalkers are good, but I just don't have a lot of them right now, so kind of not useful. I don't even know what this does because there's so many. It's part because of the warband upgrades, right? I don't even remember what that used to do. Okay, whatever. It's not gonna matter. The campaign movement range is important. So how many turns am I from that to 2 levels, right? So how many skills do I need? Well, that's for certain. 1, 2. Well, the armor one defending is useful, but how realistic is the situation that I'm going to be defending? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I don't have skill points to spare, as expected. Don't get me wrong, I would love to upgrade the other portions of his army, but just don't have the flexibility right now. Let's get sword player. So I'm gonna get militia training, cartridge ammunition, trumpeteers, and by that time, hopefully, I will have been able to get close to unlocking other things. We got ogres. Oof, this is... Vengeance may have to wait. I'd feel more comfortable if I had a non-aggression pact with the dwarves, but I can certainly embrace... I can certainly use my influence to get some deal with the dwarves as well.
What lies
Thing
does
is,
this shining
the AI
helm-
is kind of built in such a way that they do seek to expand.
You may speak before What?
Do you know who I am? Bow before the right. Fine.
All right.
Do you know who I am?
Yes. Friends of the Empire, come. I will.
And yes, the high elves are bugged. Because CA can't fix shit.
Hesitation is unacceptable.
Defender of the Ever Queen.
But you don't need me to tell you that.
Setting up garrison.
In my father's name.
All right. By the light of the lady, you tread upon Breton. Agreed.
Where's Mogre exactly? Well, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna declare war on Mogre, but I am going to declare war on them.
Honor protector.
What you want?
I'm not concerned about these guys. Hell, I'll beat them up with Eltharion. The Greenskin genocide will continue. What I'm looking to do over here is deal with ogres, so I can sell that land to the wood elves.
Approach us, friend.
I would join a war against Khazrak if I could, but I'll leave that as an emergency option. Khazrak can come against me and wipe well, not wipe me out, but do severe damage. Should I wipe out Kemler and make a deal with the Wood Elves? Or should I wipe out the Wood Elves and make a deal with Kemler? I think the problem is the Wood Elves are not particularly great allies. I mean, they're good to play, they're powerful to play, not necessarily fun to play, but the problem with the Wood Elves as allies is the Wood Elves obviously are a fairly passive faction when it comes to that. And also, they don't really care about territory outside of their trees, so if you have a Wood Elf ally, they might even be willing to sell a lot of the territory they have to you, but the AI is not willing to go for your territory. So what that really means is that the Wood Elves are very, very weak when it comes to helping out on the campaign map. This is why in every single campaign...
Starting out. Marching out. Come then.
Yes.
Come then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it worthy or no.
Indeed.
That
Yes.
Lord, armored in faith.
No glory,
Okay.
only service. The Warden of Tor Ivres.
Alright, he should be able to reach that. And I'll capture the Bretonian Lord, so...
Let mist dim this infamy.
It's not.
Prince Eltharion.
I'll probably need growth buildings. I think I'll... No, I don't need to rush in construction in the port settlement. But yeah, Montvartis. Maybe I should turn that into my capital. Who knows? If the Greenskins are not defeated by the time I arrive, I should pay attention to the ogres, because I obviously don't want to lose my lord over there. But we'll see.
Speak plainly, and only of matters.
You're on your own, mate. I am not joining your war there. Alright, so dependent on the state of affairs with the Skull Smashers by the time, like, after the end of next turn, I may decide to either go pay them a visit, maybe take the territory, get a friendly relationship with Lewin, or maybe not.
My life for Tor Ivres. An insult to Ivres.
Okay, Bretonia?
For Ivres. This is our sworn duty. Brook no failure.
Where to? I will see to it.
You didn't risk
What are you? Honor before glory.
the Goblin King!
Direct me.
Not a chance!
I will lead the Asa. Occupy their lands. Your decree?
Ain't gonna be nothing left.
Alright, still no vision.
You
King Louis in charge!
Need to be careful here.
Guardian.
Alright, if they attack, and I have no reason to assume they won't, I'll try and capture their lord. Alright,
Show no weakness.
alright, get that to a higher level. Public order is going up, that's nice.
It is necessary.
Necessary, he says.
The Grim Prince. What is it? I am a warden, not a...
Okay. So the Skull Smashers are on the back foot. Lewin seems like he's going to wipe them out. Maybe I can even get some money from a peace tree with them. Lewin won't like that. Don't care. He's distant. He's far enough away that he's not the problem. There we go. My lady, you've committed suicide here. Let's do it. Keep these guys back. Let them charge in. Eltharion and his buddies are just going to beat the crap out of her.
Bleak, but unyielding.
There we go. Maybe I should dismount him. Okay.
Coin is all they are worth.
Hello? What?
Prince Eltharion.
That's weird. Okay, that was a bit bugged.
All you have to do is talk. Cowardice. Make their fool masters pay.
Alright, what's the...
Ancient King.
Valiant.
Now, greetings from Empire's bless.
Do you know who?
Let the supplicant come. Yes.
Protector of the realm. Bow before I concur. Lord of Bretonia.
Fang sword ready. Hesitation is unacceptable. Protect.
Alright, my armies are going to march here. Can I get any regiments? Yep.
The Warden of Tor Ivres. My life for Tor.
Might have a hard battle.
Come then. Only Sigma's gone.
All right. By
Armored in faith.
tyrant.
Duty is purpose.
Now, if they try and lay siege over here, they're gonna get obliterated. So, not overly concerned. Technically, I just don't have the money for it, do I? Let me get rid of that barracks, it's no point there. I do have this one. I do need to get things to a higher tier after all. Oof.
Say what you must.
He's at war with Durfu. My dude, you committed the mortal sin of ending up in war with Durfu. You are finished. There will be no mercy. Vengeance cannot be sated. But I can't just march on Grom. That's gonna be the problem. The dilemma. Between Durfu and Kemmler, I'm putting my money on Durfu. He's no joke. Well, isn't that a big ass surprise? The one thing I expected would happen did happen. Let's fight. Alright. Do note, high elves do hard counter ogres in a lot of ways. Because all these lovely spearmen, guess what they do? Oh yeah. They tear ogres apart. Now do I want to camp in a corner? Because I know what the ogre AI is going to be like. Oh, I do know that. But let's do this. Oh shit, that's the painful. Yeah, I should probably stop using the mod that gives ogres fucking gorgers as a summonable ability, don't I? Alright, sorry, I'm gonna cheese a bit here. I'm gonna exploit things. I forgot that I gave the ogres that much power. This is why legendary means zilch. Oh, but you should respect Iron Man. No. Why play legendary then? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. It's sure as shit not for this naivety that, oh, somehow of that Iron Man mode is worth it in any way. And there's the way I beat the ogres. Or I withdraw to VFN. Gonna have to make that particular decision. I might be able to win, they might just be able to wipe me out. Ogre armies are no joke. Like, make no mistake on this, they can kick your ass. Like, that's the thing. The problem with the ogres isn't that their armies aren't good. They do lack armor piercing, which is not necessarily a problem against the squishy elves, because, yeah, we are squishy.
Prince Eltharion, march for Lily. Remain vigilant.
I can't let any...
Do you...
Oh, but...
These lands are...
All right.
Alright, the Marches of Karun should be able to deal with that.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
I'm no one in charge round here.
Decision, decision, decision. I don't know if I can win that.
No one tells a tyrant what to do.
He's got the last 90 seconds. Dilemma.
Protector of Eltharion.
Can this army beat this army, even though they're tired?
Is me.
Good question.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
If not for the Gorgers, I would say yes.
Defender of the
Just for the
Phoenix
record.
Throne.
Like, if not for those damn freaking Gorgers, yeah, absolutely. With both Dismember and Gorgers, with 2 uses, that dynamic
Your
changes
orders are reasonable.
quite a bit.
To war.
Oh, okay. So, let's do it. Let me just say that ogres have such a charge that it's freaking terrifying to watch. Alright, my lord and some units are going to form up like this. We're gonna have to... I'm gonna have to be careful here.
Understood. Archers.
Alright, I'm going to form a more compact formation of archers.
For duty. It will be done. Archers. We will obey. Archers.
It shall be done.
Spearmen. Noble prince. Scions of Mathland. We advance.
Alright, that's the first unit.
Loyal. For Eltharion.
Scions of Mathland. Ancestors. Acknowledged.
It will be done, as you say.
Battle pull.
Archers.
Lakoi.
It shall be done. Archers. We will obey.
Orders received. To the fray.
As you say. As you say. Acknowledge. Without fail. For duty.
Alright, they're gonna summon another unit of Gorgers, but I can tackle that.
For Eltharion. For the king. For Ogre.
Scions of
There it
Mathland.
is.
Seal. Understood. Ancestors.
And people wonder why I care about archers with light armor, as opposed to regular archers. Yeah, it's the damage resistance.
Will be done. For order. Fury of the Phoenix King.
Okay, when he's about to die, we're gonna capture this big fat bastard.
It shall be done. A gigantic beast.
Spearman. Guardian of order. For duty.
Pull back.
He's done. Is it over? I think so. Alright, this is getting silly. I know I forgot to... Come on, what the frick? I gotta love that leadership. There we go. Their army is defeated. The feeling when you forget that you have made the ogres significantly more powerful than they were vanilla, and you start paying the price for it. That was something. All right, big boy, what do you got?
Talk now. Spare yourself torment.
The ogre economy is pretty crap, so
Protector of Eltharion.
Prince
Honor to your ancestor.
Chap
In charge.
I will avenge.
My axe thirsts for war.
Dispatch me.
None may direct my...
and then I start thinking about the implications.
A strong leader is needed. Free them. Faithful servant. Making my way.
How many men do they have?
To any who interfere. I obey only the great Maw. Trying to push me around.
King.
The boss.
Well, keep in mind they do have other enemies, so
My recipes.
I'm going to make a risk. Might end up paying the price for that. What can I say? Alright, let's get the Ward of Loic.
By
Oh, mine. For the wisdom of the lady.
Don't have a lot. How much influence do I have for everyone? Let's improve that. Is my mod broken? No, I don't think it is. No, it's looking good. Because if the climate was working properly, it would obviously affect me. And all of this to reach Grom. And I'm not sure if I can, if it's a wise idea to just attack Grom directly. But that depends. Vengeance will not be denied. And besides, Massive Oracle would be a great base of operations to march on Ekekla, which I do need to do. Although, just as equally, I might want to pay a visit to... Okay, if the dwarves take that settlement, they can have VFN. And that might be all I need to make an alliance with them and then start beating the crap out of Kemler. And tell you what, I'll tell you what.
Aye. Let's hear what you have to say. We'll hear it.
I might just form an alliance with the dwarves. Like, you saw how powerful they were. I might just form an alliance with the dwarves to beat the crap out of the entirety of Athaloran. I mean, here's the thing. Like, let me just show it. No, I'm not going to show it, but... Because, like, obviously knowing the campaign situation would screw everything up. But here's what you need to know. Athaloran, like, one of the reasons Alariel is such a powerful high elf legendary lord is because she can take the entirety of Athaloran. Because it's suitable climate. The reason that's so significant is because the elves having access to a lot, the high elves in particular having access to a lot of provincial capitals is an enormous amount of power regardless of how you cut it. So, if I can, so in this campaign, since I don't have any climate modifiers, me butchering the entirety of the population of Athaloran and making it my own makes sense. I'm not eager for a war with Durfu, suffice to say, but maybe I don't need to take down everyone. Maybe I just need to kill a couple. Alright, so he's got Castle Paravan. Decisions will have to be made over here. Anyway, Costine signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and enable notifications, and stay tuned for more. Batman and Superman have just begun.